Not because they can't, but because they don't know how. They feel stuck, blocked, like something is stopping them from reaching their full potential. Maybe you felt it too, that nagging sense that there's more, that you're capable of more, but something is holding you back. You're not alone, and it's not your fault. Because right now, the energy inside you, the energy that could elevate your consciousness, heal your past wounds, and awaken a deep spiritual connection, is dormant. But what if I told you there's a way to activate it, to finally break through? Welcome to Kundalini Awakens, where we uncover the truths of Kundalini and more. Before we get into how you can awaken this power, you need to understand what Kundalini energy really is and why it's been kept a mystery for so long. For centuries, secretive teachings from yogis, mystics, and sages have whispered about an energy coiled at the base of your spine. This isn't just a metaphor. Kundalini is real. It's been described as a serpent waiting to uncoil and rise through your body, unlocking higher states of awareness as it moves through each energy center. When activated, it's said to bring enlightenment, heightened perception, and even supernatural abilities. But here's where it gets interesting. Ancient cultures weren't the only ones to recognize this power. The signs of Kundalini energy exist across different traditions, hidden in symbols, rituals, and even religious texts. In Hinduism, it's Shakti, the divine feminine force. In Christianity, it's the Holy Spirit, descending in waves of spiritual ecstasy. In Taoism, it's the life force that moves through the meridians. And yet, for most people, this energy remains untapped, locked away beneath layers of conditioning, trauma, and limiting beliefs. Why? Because true spiritual power has always been suppressed. Imagine a world where everyone had access to their full energetic potential, where people could break free from fear, control, and illusion. Society isn't designed for that kind of awakening. But yours can be. Because once you understand what happens when Kundalini rises, once you realize the profound changes it triggers in the body and mind, you'll see why so many people seek it, and why so many struggle to attain it. Kundalini awakening isn't just a spiritual experience. It's a complete rewiring of your system. Some describe it as a rush of electricity up their spine, an overwhelming flood of bliss and insight. Others experience shaking, intense emotions, even visions. But here's the catch. This energy doesn't just free you. It also tests you. When it rises, it forces you to confront everything you've suppressed. Your fears, your doubts, your pain, they don't just disappear. They rise with the energy, demanding to be healed. This is why so many people get stuck. They try meditations, yoga, breathwork, but nothing happens. Or worse, they start the process and shut down because the intensity is too much. Sound familiar? You're not alone. The good news, awakening your Kundalini is not about luck. It's not about being chosen. It's about understanding the exact mechanisms that trigger activation and knowing how to work through the blocks that keep it suppressed. And in this journey, you'll discover how. Because by the end, you won't just know about Kundalini energy. You'll have the tools to activate it, to feel it rise, and to experience the transformation it brings. But first, you need to recognize what's stopping you. Because the truth is, your energy is already trying to awaken. It's been trying for a long time. So why hasn't it? Let's find out. Something is stopping your Kundalini energy from rising. And if you don't know what it is, you'll stay stuck, frustrated, disconnected, endlessly searching for something that already exists within you. Most people don't realize this, but your energy is already moving. It's trying to rise. Those moments of deep intuition, the sudden waves of emotion you can't explain, the flashes of clarity, the unshakable feeling that something greater is calling you. That's your Kundalini knocking. But if it's knocking, why won't the door open? Because of blockages, invisible barriers in your energy system that keep your Kundalini from flowing freely. These blocks don't just appear randomly. They're built over time, conditioned into you, layered like walls around your true power. And the longer they remain, the harder it becomes to access your full energetic potential. So what's causing them? It all comes down to your chakras, the energy centers in your body that act as gateways for Kundalini to rise. When they're open, energy moves freely. When they're blocked, everything stagnates. And the worst part, most people are walking around with multiple blocked chakras, and they don't even know it. Let's break it down. Root chakra, base of the spine. If you constantly feel anxious, disconnected, or unsafe in the world, your root chakra is likely blocked. And if your Kundalini can't get past the first gate, it won't go anywhere. Sacral chakra, lower abdomen. If you struggle with creativity, passion, or intimacy, your sacral chakra is blocked. This is where Kundalini's power is first generated, and if this energy is suppressed, activation becomes almost impossible. Solar plexus, upper abdomen. Ever feel powerless? Doubt yourself constantly? That's a solar plexus block, and it's one of the biggest reasons Kundalini energy gets trapped in the lower body. Heart chakra, center of the chest. If you've been emotionally wounded, if you've built walls around yourself, this chakra stays closed. And when it's closed, your Kundalini has nowhere to go but back down. Throat chakra, throat, struggle to express your truth. Feel like you're holding back. A blocked throat chakra keeps Kundalini energy from moving into higher consciousness. Third eye, between the brows. This is the gateway to insight, intuition, and expanded awareness. But if you've been conditioned to dismiss your own intuition, this chakra remains shut. Crown chakra, top of the head, full Kundalini awakening happens here. But if any chakra below is blocked, the energy never reaches this level. Now, here's where it gets real. Your body knows where you're blocked. If you're experiencing fatigue, chronic stress, emotional numbness, or an overwhelming sense of stuckness, these are not random. They're signs that your energy system is out of alignment. And it's not just about chakras. Kundalini blockages are also deeply connected to your past experiences, especially trauma. Emotional wounds, suppressed pain, and unresolved fears don't just live in your mind. They live in your nervous system. This is why so many people struggle with Kundalini activation. They try a meditation, a yoga pose, a breathing technique, and nothing happens. Or something does happen, but it's too intense to handle. Because Kundalini isn't just about rising, it's about clearing. And before you can experience the full power of this energy, you have to release what's been holding it back. So how do you do that? How do you clear these blockages and finally allow your Kundalini to flow freely? That's what we're about to uncover. Because once you understand how to prepare your mind and body for activation, everything changes. Your energy starts moving. Your awareness expands. And the barriers that have kept you stuck begin to dissolve. And when that happens, your Kundalini doesn't just awaken, it erupts. So let's get into it. How do you prepare yourself for this transformation? The answers are coming. If you've made it this far, something inside you already knows you're ready. Maybe you've tried to awaken your Kundalini before, only to feel nothing. Or maybe you felt something, a tingling, a surge of energy, but it disappeared just as quickly as it came. The truth, if your mind and body aren't properly prepared, your Kundalini won't rise. Or worse, it will, but in a way that leaves you overwhelmed, ungrounded, and lost. This isn't just another meditation. This is an initiation. If you want to awaken your Kundalini, you have to prepare yourself to receive it. And that starts with 3 essential steps. Step 1, purify your body. Think of your body as a container for Kundalini energy. If that container is clogged with toxins, stagnant energy, or unresolved emotional weight, how can the energy flow freely? Diet matters. The food you eat either enhances your energy or drains it. Processed foods, excessive stimulants, and heavy meats slow down your vibrational frequency, making it harder for Kundalini to activate. Want to feel the shift? Try a plant-based or sattvic diet, even just for a few days. Notice the difference. Hydration is key. Water conducts energy. A dehydrated body is like a dry riverbed. Nothing flows. If you're serious about awakening, start drinking more clean, structured water. Physical detoxing. Sweat it out. Whether it's through fasting, sauna, or deep tissue work, removing physical toxins removes energetic blockages. And here's a secret few talk about. Kundalini energy thrives in a strong, flexible spine. If your body is stiff, especially in the lower back, your energy will struggle to rise. Simple spinal stretches, cat, cow movements, and deep hip openers can unlock your dormant energy in ways you won't believe. Step 2. Rewire your mind. Your thoughts either support or suppress your Kundalini. Your beliefs shape your energy. If you've been conditioned to believe Kundalini awakening is rare, dangerous, or unattainable, guess what? Your subconscious will block it. Change your belief system, and your body follows. Let go of fear. Fear contracts energy. If there's subconscious fear about awakening your power, whether from past experiences, religious programming, or stories you've heard, your Kundalini will stay locked down. Face it. Release it. Stillness is non-negotiable. If your mind is chaotic, your energy is chaotic. Daily meditation, even just 5 minutes of deep stillness, can clear more energetic blockages than hours of technique-based practice. And here's where most people get it wrong. It's not about forcing Kundalini to rise. It's about creating the right inner conditions so that it naturally awakens. Step 3. Create an energetic container. Energy doesn't just exist in your body. It exists around you. Your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, it all affects your vibration. Clear your space. Cluttered space equals cluttered energy. Create a sacred place, even if it's just a small corner, where you can meditate, practice breathwork, and tap into higher frequencies. Sound and frequency matter. Certain frequencies activate dormant energy. Binaural beats, chanting, or even tuning forks tuned to 432 Hz or 528 Hz can stimulate Kundalini movement before you even start a practice. Rituals amplify energy. Lighting a candle, burning incense, playing specific music, these aren't just spiritual aesthetics. They signal to your subconscious that something powerful is happening, deepening the energetic effect. Here's what happens when you do this right. You start to feel shifts before you even begin specific activation techniques. Your energy feels lighter. You experience synchronicities, strange coincidences that seem to guide you toward deeper awakening. You might even feel subtle vibrations at the base of your spine, Kundalini knocking at the door. This is your activation phase. You're clearing the path. You're tuning into the energy. And the next step, the techniques that actually ignite your Kundalini and send it rising. Get ready. Because once you start this, there's no going back. Now that you've prepared your body, cleared your mind, and created the perfect energetic container, it's time for the real work, activating your Kundalini energy. This is where things get powerful. Because when you do this right, when you use the correct techniques in the right way, you will feel it. The energy will stir, rise, and begin to move through you. It might start as a tingling, a warmth, or even an electric, like surge at the base of your spine. But once it starts, it doesn't stop. And if you follow this process, you'll give your Kundalini the signal it's been waiting for. It's time to awaken. Breathwork, the hidden key to Kundalini activation. Your breath is more powerful than you've been told. It's not just about oxygen, it's about energy. Right now, most of your energy is dormant, locked away because your breath is shallow and unconscious. But the moment you start breathing with intention, you begin to wake up the energy inside you. Here's how to do it. Kundalini breath technique. The breath of fire. This is one of the fastest ways to stimulate Kundalini. It floods your body with life force energy, ignites the spine, and clears energetic blockages. Sit comfortably with your spine straight. Close your eyes and focus on the base of your spine. Begin rapid, rhythmic breathing through your nose. Short, powerful exhales, allowing the inhales to happen naturally. Think of a dog panting, but through the nose. Continue this breath for 1 to 3 minutes, feeling the heat and vibration building in your lower abdomen. After your final exhale, hold your breath out and squeeze the muscles at the base of your spine. This directs the energy upward. Slowly inhale and feel the energy expanding throughout your body. Done consistently, this breathwork alone can trigger powerful Kundalini stirrings. But we're not stopping here. Meditation and mantras. Unlocking the energy flow. Breathwork activates Kundalini, but meditation guides it. Without focus, the energy can feel chaotic. With focus, it becomes a transformative force. Kundalini meditation. The spinal circuit. Sit with a straight spine. Close your eyes and bring awareness to your tailbone, where Kundalini lies dormant. As you inhale, visualize a bright energy rising from your spine, moving up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, visualize the energy flowing back down to the base of the spine. Repeat this cycle for at least 10 minutes, allowing the energy to move naturally. Pair this with a mantra, a sacred sound that amplifies Kundalini movement. The most powerful one, Sat Nam. Truth is my identity. Chanting Sat Nam vibrates the spine, stimulating the energy and helping it rise. Try whispering it on the exhale. Feel the resonance. Yoga asanas. The physical trigger for activation movement is crucial. If your body is stiff, your energy stays stuck. Kundalini yoga postures prime the body for activation by opening key energy centers. These 3 poses are non-negotiable. Spinal flex, cat, cow pose, opens up the lower back and gets the energy moving. Cobra pose strengthens the spine and naturally lifts Kundalini energy. Frog pose increases blood flow to the lower chakras, making activation more intense. Try these poses right after breathwork and meditation. Feel the difference. Sound, vibrations, and binaural beats. The subconscious activators. Certain sounds stimulate Kundalini. The right frequencies can awaken dormant energy without you even trying. 432 Hz and 528 Hz frequencies. These tones align your energy and prepare your nervous system for Kundalini awakening. Tibetan bowls and gong sounds. The deep vibrations shake loose blockages, making it easier for Kundalini to rise. Binaural beats. Certain frequencies, played through headphones, synchronize brainwaves and create the perfect state for activation. Play these sounds while practicing breathwork or meditation, and watch what happens. What happens next? If you follow this process, you will feel a shift. For some, it happens instantly. A wave of energy, an overwhelming sense of bliss, a sudden release of emotions. For others, it builds gradually. Small tingles, vivid dreams, a growing feeling that something is changing. Either way, one thing is certain, your Kundalini is awakening. But here's the thing, activation is just the beginning. Because once this energy starts to rise, it changes you. And if you're not prepared for what comes next, you could find yourself overwhelmed, ungrounded, or even lost in the intensity. This is why so many people get stuck. They awaken the energy, but they don't know how to integrate it. So before you take this further, you need to know what happens after Kundalini activation. And how do you navigate the transformation that follows? Because once you start this journey, there's no turning back. Once you activate your Kundalini energy, your life will never be the same. This isn't an exaggeration. This isn't hype. It's reality. When this energy rises, it doesn't just stay in the spine, it floods your entire being. Your mind, your emotions, your perception of reality itself. Everything begins to shift. And if you're not prepared for what happens next, you could be left feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or even lost in the intensity of it all. That's why this next part is critical. Understanding what happens after activation and how to integrate the changes. Because Kundalini doesn't just bring power, it brings tests. The aftermath, what to expect when Kundalini rises for some. Kundalini activation feels like pure bliss, waves of euphoria, deep inner peace, and an overwhelming sense of love. Everything feels aligned, synchronized, almost magical. For others, it's the opposite. Suddenly, suppressed emotions rise to the surface. Unresolved trauma demands attention. Old fears, insecurities, and attachments begin to crumble. This isn't a mistake. This is the purge, the necessary process of clearing out anything that no longer serves you. Common post-awakening experiences include intense emotions. You may feel joy, sadness, anger, or love in ways you've never felt before. Emotions long buried in your subconscious are coming up to be released. Physical sensations. Heat, tingling, pressure in the head or spine. Your body is adjusting to the new energy flow. Heightened intuition. You may start experiencing déjà vu, synchronicities, or an unshakable sense of knowing things before they happen. Changes in sleep patterns. Some people sleep deeply for the first time in years. Others experience vivid dreams, astral projections, or insomnia as their consciousness expands. A feeling of disconnection. Your old self is dissolving. This can feel liberating, but also unsettling. You may feel detached from people, places, or habits that no longer align with your new frequency. This is normal. Your old identity, the one shaped by societal conditioning, ego attachments, and limiting beliefs, is dying. And what's emerging is the real you. But here's where many people get trapped. The biggest pitfalls of Kundalini awakening without proper guidance. Many people fall into three major traps after activation. 1. Getting stuck in the ego's illusion of spiritual specialness. Some people experience a powerful Kundalini surge and suddenly think they're enlightened. They start believing they're chosen, above others, or that they've figured it all out. This is the ego's final trick, convincing you that you've reached the destination when in reality, you've just stepped onto the path. The truth, awakening isn't about being special. It's about being real, about stripping away illusions, not creating new ones. Stay humble. Stay open. The journey is just beginning. 2. Trying to force the experience once people feel a glimpse of Kundalini energy. They want more. They chase the high, forcing meditations, breath work, and extreme practices, trying to make the energy rise faster. Big mistake. Kundalini is intelligent. It knows what you're ready for and what you're not. If you try to force it, you can end up burning out your nervous system, leading to anxiety, emotional instability, or even physical discomfort. Instead of chasing the energy, trust the process. Allow Kundalini to unfold naturally. 3. Not staying grounded. This is one of the most dangerous pitfalls. When Kundalini rises, it opens your awareness to higher states of consciousness. Some people become so obsessed with this that they disconnect from the physical world. They lose interest in daily life. They neglect their relationships. They withdraw from reality, thinking earthly concerns no longer matter. But true awakening isn't about escaping reality. It's about integrating higher awareness into your everyday life. If you feel ungrounded, do this. Get into nature. Walk barefoot, touch trees, feel the earth. Eat grounding foods. Root vegetables, nuts, and healthy fats help stabilize your energy. Engage in physical movement, strength training, dancing, or even just conscious breathing anchors Kundalini energy in the body. Staying grounded keeps your transformation sustainable. Maintaining your Kundalini practice. Once you've activated your Kundalini, how do you keep it flowing? Simple. Consistency. Daily breathwork keeps the energy circulating. Regular meditation sharpens your awareness and deepens the connection. Physical movement ensures the energy doesn't stagnate. Conscious living, choosing high-frequency thoughts, relationships, and habits ensures your vibration remains aligned. This isn't a one-time event. It's a lifetime journey. And if you commit to it, the rewards are unlike anything you've ever experienced. The ultimate transformation. At the start of this journey, you may have felt blocked, stuck, like something was missing. Now, you understand why. The energy inside you was never gone. It was waiting for you to clear the path, waiting for you to open the door, waiting for you to say yes to your own awakening. And now that you've taken the first steps, the question is, what will you do with this power? Because Kundalini isn't just about energy. It's about who you become once you awaken. And the journey, it's only just beginning. You've felt it now, the stirrings of something ancient within you. This isn't just a fleeting experience. It's not a coincidence. It's a calling, one that's been with you your entire life, waiting for you to listen. Because once Kundalini has been activated, it doesn't go back to sleep. It doesn't allow you to slip back into old patterns, into unconscious living. It demands growth, expansion, transformation. And that's where your real journey begins. What happens next? Most people think Kundalini awakening is the end goal. That once the energy rises, they've made it. But here's the truth. Kundalini awakening isn't the destination. It's the initiation. You've stepped onto a path that leads far beyond where you started. A path that forces you to face yourself in ways you never have before. And now, everything changes. Your relationships shift. Your thoughts feel different. The way you experience time, emotions, even reality itself, it all starts to evolve. Some moments will feel like pure bliss. Like everything in life is aligned, flowing, effortless. Other moments, like you're standing at the edge of everything you thought you know, watching it crumble beneath you. This is the purification process. Kundalini isn't just about feeling energy. It's about becoming the highest version of yourself. And to do that, everything that isn't aligned with that version has to fall away. That means old emotional wounds will resurface so you can finally release them. Negative thought patterns will become painfully obvious, so you can change them. People, habits, even entire belief systems may no longer resonate. This isn't punishment. This is evolution. And if you can surrender to it, if you can allow this energy to work through you instead of resisting it, you will transform. The new you, living with awakened energy, this is where you step into your power. Not as some distant spiritual concept, but as who you are now. Because once Kundalini is awakened, you don't just live, you experience life on an entirely different level. Your intuition sharpens. You just know things without knowing how. Your energy levels rise. You wake up feeling vibrant, alive, charged with purpose. Your creativity explodes. Ideas, insights, and inspiration flow effortlessly. Your emotions become clear. You no longer suppress or run from them. You understand and transmute them. Your presence deepens. People feel something different around you, even if they can't explain it. This is what living in alignment feels like. And the more you nurture this energy, the more it grows. Your path forward, how to keep rising. So how do you sustain this energy? How do you make sure you keep evolving instead of falling back into old patterns? Here's what you need to know. Stay consistent. Kundalini is an ongoing practice, not a one-time event. Breathwork, meditation, and movement must become part of your life. Trust the process. Some days you'll feel powerful. Other days you'll feel nothing. Both are necessary. Let the energy move at its own pace. Integrate your awakening into daily life. Bring your awareness into everything, your relationships, your work, your thoughts. Kundalini is about transformation in all aspects of life. Surround yourself with the right energy. Not everyone will understand your journey. Protect your space. Choose the people, environments, and experiences that nourish your growth. And most importantly, the final truth about Kundalini awakening at the start of this journey, you may have thought you were searching for something outside of yourself. A missing piece. A hidden secret. But now, you understand. The power, the energy, the wisdom, it was always inside you. Kundalini didn't give you anything new. It only revealed what was already there. And now you step forward, not as the person you were, but as the awakened version of yourself. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Now, take a breath. Feel it, the energy within you. Not something outside, not something distant. Here, now, alive. You've just taken a journey most people never will. A journey into the depths of your own being. A journey into the hidden force that has been waiting, watching, wanting to rise. But before we close this chapter, before you walk away from this with knowledge that could change your life, let's get real for a moment. Because here's the final truth. Kundalini energy doesn't care about theories. It doesn't care how many books you've read, how many videos you've watched, how many concepts you intellectually understand. Kundalini only responds to experience. So now the question isn't, do you believe in this? The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? You have two choices. Choice one, you walk away. You let this be another piece of interesting information. Something you think about for a while, maybe even feel inspired by, but ultimately, leave untouched. You go back to life as usual. You remain exactly where you were. Or choice two, you step forward. You apply what you've learned. You breathe deeper. You meditate longer. You listen to your body. You clear the blockages. You create the conditions. And you allow the energy to rise. One path keeps you asleep. The other wakes you up to a reality beyond anything you've ever known. And deep down, you already know which path is yours. Because if Kundalini is knocking, it's your time. No more waiting. No more hesitation. No more wondering if this energy is real. It's real. It's inside you. And it's ready. The only question is, are you? The journey is yours. Now go and rise.